By this stage, Leeds had established themselves as a growing force in Europe. Eden Airport became a regular starting point for trips to the continent, although the club's run to the 1967 F.A Cup Final was not without its controversial moments. In round 3 against Valencia, the players were ordered off the pitch by the referee to calm down. And the quarter-final against Bologna was decided by the toss of a coin. Level after extra time, and with penalty shootouts just a glint in some distant Eurocrat's eye, Billy Bremner called correctly. Leeds lost the first leg of the final 2-0 to Dynamo Zagreb. When the Yugoslavs came to Elland Road for the return, they were battered but remained unbowed. Silver medals for Leeds this time. They wouldn't have to wait long to claim the trophy as their own, and supporters and players alike simply couldn't get enough of Europe.
European football in them days was just really taking off. It was the beginning, really. And for the fans to be able to go on hired planes, I mean, they weren't the jets you see nowadays holding, you know, 300 and 400 people. They were the old turboprop things that would get you there in 3 or 4 hours.
In our team, we got the best team in the land. We got more reading. In our team, we got more reading. In our team, we got more reading. In our team, we got the best team in the land.
The trips to places like Leipzig and that, you know, where you'd fly to West Germany and have to get off and go on a bus through checkpoint and then 3 hours across bumpy roads in East Germany. And the fans, these European matches, what it's all about. It was great for them then, it was new for them.
United, 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 United. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. To hell with Man United, to hell with Liverpool. For we fight, fight, fight for United till we win the Football League.
1 year on, and Mick Jones, winner in the first leg of the 1968 F.A Cup Final, meant a draw would be enough to secure the trophy when Leeds travelled to Budapest. The forbidding NEP Stadium was full to its 76,000 capacity. If they'd come expecting a thriller, the Hungarian spectators were to be sorely disappointed. Unsurprisingly, the Leeds approach was merely to hold on to their narrow aggregate lead. Plenty of tenacity, plus a spot of time wasting, was sufficient.
You've come a long way to watch a football match. Do you think it was worth it?
It was well worth it. It was worth twice. I think it was worth the money twice over.
Have you been abroad with Leeds before?
No, not before.
It's the first time, then?
Yes.
Did you think it was worth it?
Yes.
Even though it was a draw?
Even though it was a draw, yes.
You sound a bit hoarse. Did you have a good evening?
I had a good night out, but I lost my voice at the match.
And this was worth anything, you know, a fortnight's holiday to you, was it?
It was. 2 days here. Can go back to work refreshed.
There was 2 big clocks at each end of the ground, and I think they must have known at 8:15 that they were close to winning that Intercity F.A Cup. And when they played about 4 minutes extra time, injury time, I nearly died 1,000 deaths.
Don would always let us, I mean, he used to say when we go abroad, he would say, after the match you can go for a drink, but I want you in by 12 o'clock.
You were pals with the press guys. You went out for a drink after. There was the press, there were the fans, there were the players, all having a drink.
We used to send the press lads out to look for the best nightclubs or the best bars or the best whatever you wanted after the game. And they used to come back and tell you, and then we'd all go together. But nothing was ever reported about what went on in the bars, no photographs of you drunk or whatever. There's none of that.
Billy was a character after the game. He loved his drink. He loved, you know, the winning, and he loved to have a drink and get, maybe sometimes he'd have 1 too many, like we all did.
He was very untidy. He used to leave his vests. He used to sleep in a vest, Billy. And in the morning he'd get up and he'd take his vest off and he'd go in the bathroom. And I would be tidying the room up a little bit and putting things away. And I would very often pick Billy's vest up and put it in me, never his underpants, he'd kick him under the bed. So he used to pick his vest up and I'd find it and I'd put it on the bed, and then I'd maybe put it into my bag. And the number of times to this day, I'm not kidding, to this day, I can go in my drawer at home and pull a vest out and put it on and it comes up to there. And it's one of Billy's.
By 1969, Leeds had become England's top team. The league table said so.
Chance, that's it! That's it! Nick Jones! To Ichiku Park. Nice play. Oh, great goal! What a great goal! It's troublesome, yes! Jones through! Oh, well taken! Final goal for Leeds United!
Fantastic when you think that we've played 38 matches, only lost 2, 61 points, and Liverpool are still behind us.
And there they would stay. Indeed, with a sense of occasion, Leeds clinched their first league championship at Anfield. All they needed was a point, and a goalless draw secured it. From second division relegation candidates to the pinnacle of English football in 8 eventful years.
We came off the field, and the police came and said, would we go back? The crowd wanted us to go back on the field, and we thought it was the Leeds. When we went back on, the whole of the Liverpool crowd had stayed as well. And it was like a huge party in the middle.
A chant started from the Kop, and it was champions. And it got louder and louder. And Don said, have you heard that? He says, if that is an accolade, that the Kop are hailing you as the champions. And he says to Billy, take the boys up there and give them a wave. And as we went up, it got louder and louder, and it went all round the stadium. The Liverpool fans, you know, congratulating us on being champions.
There's the respect that both clubs had for each other. I mean, they'd won the championship, and the league doesn't tell lies, and they got the ovation they deserved. It's as simple as that.
Bill Shank and I were very close. He used to inform me every Saturday night before match of the day. And he came in the dressing room after that game with all the Liverpool players still in the strip, with a bottle of champagne each for our lads. And he'd give them all the champagne. He said, Don, can I just have a minute? So I said to the lads, let's be quiet, Mr. Shankly wants to say something. And he said, all I've got to say to you boys, you're a great side and you deserve to win it. You didn't pinch it, you didn't fluke it, you're a wonderful team. Now, coming from Shanks, that was praise indeed.
Tonight, thousands have come here to pay tribute to a great football team. Their football team, Leeds United. And there it is. That's what all the excitement, all the fuss, all the drama is about.
On behalf of the boys and myself, I'd like to thank you for the wonderful support you've given us this year. Not only at Elm Road, but also away from home. Especially you boys and moved from the scratcher shed up the other end. We really appreciate that. And I also hope that next year it will be even more successful than this season has been. Thank you.
Next week,
there was absolutely no question at all that Don Revie was trying to fix football matches.